there, my name's Tracy from Randomness of Rudy, and today we're talking about Aries and Virgo compatibility. This is a part of the Aries Experience series that I started on YouTube as we celebrate the month of Aries. And so if you haven't seen my first video where I talk more about Aries in relationships in general, please go back and check that out. Aries and Virgo is an interesting match, to say the least. And I chuckle because, you know, I see this match work more often than not, which is a good thing. But it's always an interesting start. You know, Aries is a fire sign and Virgo is an earth sign. And so the elements alone aren't very compatible. But Virgo tends to bring this grounding influence to Aries, whereas Aries tends to help Virgo loosen up. And the groundedness as well as the loosening up aspects of this relationship is something that both signs need, okay? And both signs know they need this. They may never actually admit it, but they know that they need it. You know, Aries as a fire sign, as we've been saying throughout this series, really needs to be able to get up and go when it pleases, when it chooses to do so, and doesn't want to have to deal with any kind of restriction, doesn't necessarily stop to think about where they're going, just wants to go and have fun in the process. Whereas Virgo is very much, you know, we need a plan, we need a strategy. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? What is our goal? What is the end result? And those questions will drive Aries crazy. And of course, Aries, you know, inconsistency, Aries, you know, ability to be spontaneous is something that Virgo isn't necessarily comfortable with. But nevertheless, you know, this is a complementing match, and both signs really do have a lot to teach each other. You know, patience is something that Aries could stand to learn from Virgo for sure. And with Virgo, you know, letting go of the need to know what happens next is something that, you know, Virgo could stand to learn from Aries as well. As far as your arguments go, I'm sorry to say this, Aries, but you'll probably always lose to Virgo. You know, you have this way of fighting that's more heartfelt and passionate and not necessarily analytical or makes much sense. There's rarely any logic to your complaints, and it's primarily because you get worked up so quickly that you don't actually have the time to stop and think about what you feel and why you feel the way that you feel. Whereas Virgo does just that and more. And so not only will Virgo tell you how wrong you are, but will also pretty much kind of take apart your arguments and let you know that there are pieces missing and tell you that you're not making much sense. And this, again, will infuriate Aries. But, you know, it's a lesson that you could learn. You could stand to learn as well in terms of tempering your temper and making sure that, you know, when you are expressing upset, that there is this sense of logic and reason to what it is that you have to say. That's the only way Virgo will be able to understand where you're coming from. As far as sexual compatibility, Aries has the upper hand in this for sure. You know, Aries is an excitable sign in the bedroom, and Aries really enjoys sex. And so Aries will have this way of kind of helping Virgo to come out of its shell and really enjoy the experience of sex in a way that Virgo probably never thought he or she could enjoy sex. And so that's a positive for both signs, really. So with that being said, this match can definitely work. Like I say, I see this match more often than not. And it really just boils down to accepting your differences and learning when to compromise and learning from each other as well. If you want more information, visit randomnessofrudy.com. And until next time, good luck.